In 2017, President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Samoei Ruto did everything possible to win the support of two regions without success: the coastal region and the Luhya nation. At the coastal region, the president and his deputy, through Jubilee government, dished out title deeds to almost everybody, because the coastal people have always had issues with the land equation. But the people of the coastal region, despite the fact that they were issued with the title deeds, still rejected the president and his deputy and his party. It didn't end there. Uhuru and Ruto then decided that because President Uhuru Kenyatta was still carrying the burden of the father, because the father is actually being accused of grabbing tracts of land at the coastal region, that Uhuru was not going to be the face of that campaign. So Ruto became the face of Jubilee campaigns at the coastal region. Still, they were rejected. Then they went further and decided that they were going to get everybody they thought was influential at the coastal region. They went for people like Gideon Mongaro, Joyce Lei, Chidzoga, Mustafa Eid, and several others. Again, they were rejected together with those people. The people of the coastal region believed in Raila Odinga. In the Luhya land nation, they used the same trick. They identified those they thought were influential. People like Ababu Namwamba were persuaded to leave ODM party, but still they were rejected. They tried using money, still they were rejected. But they registered a bit of success at the county and at the constituency level. In Kwale, for example, they managed to win the Kwale gubernatorial seat through the governor, Salim Mvurya. Of course, the win is directly attributed to Salim Mvurya. Then they won at the coastal region, a few MPs here, women rep there. Then the same also in Western Kenya. But majority of those who won are believed to be the beneficiaries of the vifaranga via computer. So they failed because the people of those regions believed in Raila Odinga. Then the handshake happened after that election. And that handshake changed the political landscape in this country completely. Which means if the people of the larger coastal region rejected Jubilee government because of President Uhuru Kenyatta, now the president was working with Raila Odinga. It meant that if the people of the Luhya nation rejected President Uhuru Kenyatta, then the president was now working with Raila Odinga. But again, the question was, is it possible that the people of these regions never really embraced this handshake? Ruto, who was Uhuru Kenyatta's deputy, refused to be part of this handshake because his eyes were trained on 2022 general election. And he knew so well that for him to succeed, he needed the people of the larger central Kenya on his side. So the politics changed a bit. And as we know, next year we are going to the polls. Is Raila Odinga still the king in the Luhya nation and the coastal region and any other region where he used to command a lot of support? In this video today, I want us to look at the biggest dilemma Raila Odinga is facing, as it is now clear that the deputy president is actually eating into some of his strongholds. But before we do that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button. And again, just like I said in my previous video, YouTube accepted us into what they call channel membership. I know so many people have always wanted to support this channel through various means. Now you have that opportunity. through $1, $2, and $3. In fact, it's not even $3. I've tried to make it affordable almost to everybody. So please, if you see that join button, just click it. The process is direct. Now let us get back to the main issue. Is William Ruto eating into Raila Odinga's strongholds? That's the question. There are so many people who believe that if elections were to be held today, then it's going to be a two-horse race between the Right Honorable Raila Odinga and the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. But who is likely to emerge victorious? The handshake complicated equations for both Ruto and Raila. For Ruto, he had banked on 90% support of the larger Mount Kenya region. But because President Uhuru Kenyatta is not going to support him, there is a chance that the president is likely to support Raila Odinga. If that were to happen, then what percentage of the residents of the central Kenya are going to leave Ruto and support Raila Odinga because the president will be supporting Raila Odinga? Raila Odinga is only looking to get 30% of the votes from central Kenya. But in the last election, Raila Odinga had NASA support. And now today, Raila Odinga is facing serious political dilemma. The first dilemma he's facing is Ruto's determination to retain his stronghold. The moment the president and Raila Odinga entered into the handshake, William Ruto knew one thing, that the president wanted a way of endorsing Raila Odinga or of betraying him. Based on how you look at it, either he wants to support Raila Odinga or he wants to betray the deputy president. But the deputy president knew, because he worked with the president in 2013 and 2017. He knew so well that through propaganda, they managed to intoxicate the minds of the people of the larger Mount Kenya region to hate Raila Odinga. And it was not going to be possible for the people of the larger Mount Kenya region to forget about the hate which was instilled in their minds, including so many people who are educated even on this channel. The Cambridge Analytica did that work perfectly well. So Uhuru and Raila had hoped that it was not going to be very difficult for them to get even 40 or 50% of the larger Mount Kenya region. But the deputy president is determined to retain those strongholds. The deputy president is determined to retain the central Kenya support and to retain the Rift Valley support. And that's why yesterday when the leaders from the Rift Valley met, they appointed Josephat Nanok to be the coordinator or to be the leader of the larger Rift Valley. They don't want to take chances. They want to retain those support. Nanok was part of Raila Odinga's team in the last election. So Ruto's idea is to retain those strongholds and then eat into Raila Odinga's support base. Like in Turkana, he's hoping to eat into Raila Odinga's support base through Josephat Nanok. That is one of the biggest headache Raila Odinga is facing today. How he can stop Ruto from retaining those strongholds. And of course, in handshake, there's also several other politics. People are still not decided whether it's going to be Raila Odinga or whether it's going to be someone else. So let us wait and see. But that's the biggest problem Raila Odinga is facing. Number two is the central Kenya rejection of President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now let me put a simple question to you guys. Do you think the people of the larger Mount Kenya region are rejecting President Uhuru Kenyatta, or are they just eating William Ruto's money? Or let me put it this way. Do you think the people of the larger Mount Kenya region are rebelling or rejecting President Uhuru Kenyatta because he's supporting Raila Odinga? Remember, the Cambridge Analytica convinced these people that Raila Odinga is a bad man, he's a devil. Uhuru Kenyatta was the anointed one. In fact, it even took a religious ground where Uhuru and Ruto were viewed as having been anointed by God, while Raila Odinga was being viewed as a devil. And this thing got into the minds of these people. So Raila Odinga's biggest headache and dilemma is the rejection of Uhuru Kenyatta in the larger Mount Kenya region. It's actually perceptional because people have not gone to vote to determine whether they've rejected Uhuru Kenyatta. But perceptionally outside there, it is clear that the people have rejected the president. So if Raila Odinga had hoped on the support of the president, and the president is being rejected there, what else? Number 3 is the fatigue and the narrative of his supporters. The people of the coastal region have always supported Raila Odinga. They've always called for ugatuzi, which Raila Odinga delivered through devolution. They've always wanted their land issues to be addressed, and they have several issues. But we have a new generation of voters who don't care about where people are coming from. For them, the most immediate issue is what is happening today. So Raila Odinga has always told them about change, about their land rights, about making their lives better. Basically, Raila Odinga has sold them hope. These people are no longer hopeful. They are hopeless. And they now want immediate solutions. So Ruto is going there with a mkokoteni, telling them, oh, hii mkokoteni chukua, weka nazi hapa, sukuma, pata pesa. The fact of the matter is that there are certain people who have voted for Raila Odinga from these regions since 1997. 1997 to today, how many years? Some of these people are now tired because they've realized that there is really nothing. Maybe Raila Odinga cannot become the president. Maybe the system will not allow Raila Odinga to become the president. And that's why I keep on saying that the only solution and the only option is for Raila Odinga to be endorsed by President Uhuru Kenyatta. If Raila Odinga were to be endorsed today by President Uhuru Kenyatta, I can assure you that his strongholds of the coastal region, Western and Nyanza are going to remain intact. Because they'll know that if they'll go to the ballot to cast their vote, that their vote is going to count. Without the president direct endorsement, let me tell you, most of these people will not even go to the polling station. I speak to both of ODM supporters. They tell me without the endorsement, they won't take their time to go to the ballot because they know it won't count. The third dilemma is how will Raila Odinga fill the NASA gaps? There's definitely a fallout in NASA. Kalonzo is taking this route, Mudavadi and Weta taking this route. And that's why you are seeing Uhuru Kenyatta trying to ensure that they come back to Raila Odinga. So today, if Kalonzo Musyoka were to decide to go opposite direction, Raila Odinga will definitely lose 1.8 or 2 million votes. What about Musalia Mudavadi? In 2013, Musalia Mudavadi got around 300,000 votes. That number can actually go up to 1 million today, or even 600,000. So basically, Raila Odinga is likely to lose 3 million votes if NASA were to disintegrate. Assuming that's going to happen, the dilemma is, where is Raila Odinga going to get the votes to fill this? Considering that his strongholds, which is the coastal region and Western, Ruto is also eating there. And lastly, is President Uhuru Kenyatta's direct endorsement. The day Uhuru will endorse Raila Odinga, that's the day coastal region, Nyanza, and Western will agree fully to support Raila Odinga because they believe, these regions believes that even if Ruto were to get 100% from Rift Valley, and gets the entire Central Kenya, they believe they have the numbers. The only thing they don't have is that support. So they've been waiting for President Uhuru Kenyatta's endorsement. But that endorsement by the president is actually not coming. And that's the biggest dilemma Raila Odinga is facing. Let me know if there's any other dilemma which Raila Odinga is facing ahead of 2022. And for those watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click subscribe button. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thank you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Please don't forget to join and become part of channel membership. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.